So you have finally done it. You have pulled the trigger and decided to invest in a condo. You've only got a few more months to go before you finish paying off the equity. What is next? In this video, I will be breaking down what to expect during condo turnovers. So if you are about to accept your condo unit, then check this video out and click that like button if you're liking this content. For a more in-depth discussion on the turnover process, contact me on WhatsApp so we can set up a Zoom meeting. Just last week, my clients, a couple who are both dentists, invested in a unit in Aspira Towers. They were able to get a discount of 30% because they paid the down payments in full and got their loan released within 30 days. And also Avida had this ongoing promo for that month where they gave a discount of 30% for their remaining units in Tower 1. So that's another hack not all agents know. For some developers like A. Brown and Avida, if the buyer pays the down payment in cash and complies with the home loan requirements immediately, and then the loan gets released within 30 to 60 days, they can avail of the spot cash discount. So for Avida, it's 30 days, while A. Brown, it's 60 days. So usually the discount is at 8%, but my clients got a 30% discount because of their sell-out promo. 8% is still a pretty significant amount though. So to my point, if you're making a real estate investment, make sure your broker really knows the ins and outs of the industry. A good broker can help you buy or sell property efficiently. But a great broker can help you buy or sell property and save you a lot of money in the process. So without further ado, here are the 5 things to expect and prepare for during condo turnovers. Number 1. Home loan requirements. So 2 months before your equity ends, you need to start the process of applying for your home loan. As your broker, I will be assisting you with this process. If you want to check out the entire home loan process, you can check this video out. So this is a video on the step-by-step process for a bank financing. I'll also be linking it down in the description. So I will be coordinating between you and the bank to comply with the home loan requirements needed. Which bank should I go for? It depends on which banks are accredited with the project. Usually, developers have certain banks that are accredited with their projects and they have a deed of undertaking with their partner banks. So most of the time, the major banks like BDO, BPI, Metro Bank are accredited. However, accredited banks can differ depending on the project. So make sure to check with your agent which banks are accredited so you will know which banks you can choose from. The basic home loan requirements are 2 valid IDs with 3 specimen signatures, proof of income. If you're a business owner or a professional, it's ITR, financial statements good for 2 years, bank statements good for 6 months. For the locally employed or OFW, certificate of employment or job contract, 3 months most recent payslip, marriage contract, filled up home loan forms, contract to sell, computation of unit, and a statement of account reflecting the full payments of the down payment. So once all these requirements are complete, the bank will start the screening process. Usually this can take between 15 days or up to 2 months, depending on the bank. Once approved, the bank will issue a letter of guarantee to the developer and prepare the home loan contract. Then the buyer or their representative will need to go to the bank, sign the loan contract, and pay the home loan or the bank fees. So bank fees are between 2 to 3% of the loanable amount. Once this is paid, the bank will release the loan directly to the developer. And now, congratulations, you've now fully paid the developer for your unit and you will now start paying for your monthly amortization at the bank. Number 2. Move-in fees. So another thing you need to prepare for are move-in fees. So here is a sample breakdown of move-in fees for a project that we have here in Cagayan de Oro, but it will differ according to the developer. For example, Aspira Towers, a condo project by Avida, does not have turnover fees. So it will be on a case-to-case basis if you will need to pay move-in fees or not. So for this particular unit, you will need to pay around $25,000 for move-in fees. By the way, if you have any other questions about the turnover process, send me a message on WhatsApp. My contact info is in the description box. Now for the move-in fees for this particular developer, this is for a 30 square meter condo unit. The water fee deposit is about 2,140. So there's a sub-meter, 1,440. Water line fittings at 700. Fire protection is about 2,000 pesos. So that includes already the fire extinguisher. The electrical has a total of 1,700. So the breakdown for that is electrical submeter 900, installation and other charges 800, condominium dues membership it's about 7,704 because they have a 500 peso membership fee, and condo association dues for 3 months is about 7,200. And then sanitary and plumbing total of 3,000. Breakdown for that is water filtration system 1,500, ozonizer and UV light 1,500. And then lastly, we have real property tax for the year 2024. So you will need to pay it in advance. It's about 9,000 pesos. Breakdown for that is annual real property tax for the common areas is about 4,959. Annual RPT on your actual unit, this is for the 30 square meter unit, it's about 4,000 pesos, so total of 25,000 pesos. So this is actually the breakdown of the move-in fees for the loft. So again, it depends on the developer if they have move-in fees or not. Depends on their policy. So some developers, they have move-in fees, but for other developers, they've already tucked in their move-in fees in the total contract price of their units. Number 3, budget for unit upgrade. So another thing to consider is, should I upgrade my unit? 70 to 80% of condo buyers invest in a unit to lease it out. So as a lessor, you will also need to prepare a budget for unit upgrade. Even if you are an end user, you will still need to furnish your unit. So for the unit upgrade, you have 2 options. First is you can do a full upgrade with interior works. Second is you can furnish your unit and leave the finish as is. So for a full upgrade with interior works, this is more costly because there will be interior works. So you will need to hire either an interior designer or an architect or both to make the design plan. Some contractors have in-house architects already, while some architects who only do design and don't do contracting work also have partner contractors who they can refer to implement their designs. I also have a preferred interior designer who I can refer to you in case you are looking to do a unit upgrade. You also have the option of supervising the work yourself. You will probably save about 30% of the construction cost, but this will entail a lot of effort on your part since you have to spend the time and effort on the renovations. The advantage of a full upgrade is you can customize your unit and make it look more attractive to potential renters or buyers if you're selling your unit. So this already includes built-in bedroom cabinets, additional kitchen cabinets and countertops, also bathroom cabinets, furniture such as beds, tables, chairs, appliances such as cooktop with oven, range hood, washing machine, TV, and refrigerator. How much would a full unit upgrade cost? It will ultimately depend on your design, but for a studio unit of 22 square meters, estimated cost would be between 250,000 to 300,000 or about 10 to 13,000 per square meter. So this already includes furniture and appliances. So if you want to furnish your unit and just leave the finish as is, if you don't want to spend as much, but just want the unit to be functional, then you can simply buy furniture and leave the rest as is. So it won't look as pretty as an upgraded unit, but it will already be usable. Number 4 is punch listing. Once the loan has been released, you will need to sign the deed of sale, and then the developer will also sign it as well and have it notarized, and they will mail you your own copy. So once the DOAS is signed, the developer will then process the turnover. The developer will also schedule a punch list. So this is when you or your representative will do a walkthrough of your unit and check if it's okay, if there's anything you want fixed. Usually, hairline cracks are normal for houses or condos. The presence of hairline cracks is actually due to rapid moisture loss, also known as plastic shrinkage. So these cracks are very small, about 0.003 inches in width, and can be very shallow. So they look like a single hair, thus it's called hairline cracks. So if these appear in your unit, it's nothing to be worried about. The developer can touch it up. So once everything is good, you're happy already with your unit, then you will need to sign the acceptance form. And then number 5 is unit acceptance. So once the acceptance form is signed, the developer will officially turn over the unit to you. So usually from loan release or full payment, this will take about 3 to 4 weeks as the developer will need to route the documents for turnover. There are a few developers like Sibulan Masters wherein their partner banks won't release the loan if the unit has not been accepted by the client. So once the unit has been turned over to you, congratulations, you can now use your unit. So the next step would be then either to furnish the unit or do a full upgrade. So again, the 5 things to expect during turnover are: first, home loan requirements. You need to prepare your home loan requirements and get your loan processed 2 months prior to full payment on equity. Second is move-in fees. So this will differ depending on the developer. Some developers have move-in fees while some don't. Third is budget for unit upgrade. Either you can do a full unit upgrade or just furnish the unit and leave the finish as is. Fourth is punch listing. This is when you'll do a walkthrough of the unit. And fifth is unit acceptance. And that's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, all I ask you is to subscribe. And if you want my free home buying guide, things to consider when buying a house or a condo in the Philippines, send me an email so I can send you a copy.